Well, folks, it finally happened. After years of speculation and numerous discussions, the moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. Nigeria, the giant of Africa, has officially joined BRICS. This is a monumental event, not just for Nigeria but for the entire African continent and the global community. This isn't just some regional club meeting, this is a seismic shift in the global order. The inclusion of Nigeria into BRICS signifies a new era of economic and political alliances. We're talking about a group that represents over 40% of the world's population and nearly a quarter of the global GDP. This is a big deal, folks. BRICS, for those who haven't been paying attention, is the block of emerging economies looking to challenge the old guard, the traditional powerhouses of the global economy. These countries are not just emerging, they are surging. They are making their presence felt on the global stage, and they are doing it with a sense of purpose and determination. You know, the United States, Europe, those guys, the traditional powerhouses have been calling the shots for a long time. But the game is changing. We're talking Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, all throwing their weight around and saying, hey, we're here, we're big, and we're not playing by your rules anymore. This is a bold statement, a declaration of independence from the traditional economic powers. And now, they've got a new teammate, Nigeria. With its booming population and vast resources, Nigeria is a powerhouse in its own right. It's a country rich in natural resources, with a young and dynamic population. And now Nigeria is bringing all of that to the BRICS table. This is a power move, plain and simple. It's about more than just economics. It's about geopolitics, influence, and a new world order. Nigeria's entry into BRICS is a strategic move that will have far-reaching implications. It's a signal to the world that Nigeria is ready to play a bigger role on the global stage. It's a power move, plain and simple, but it's also a calculated one. Nigeria is looking to leverage its resources and its strategic position to gain more influence and more power. Of course, this isn't just about economics, it's about sending a message. Nigeria is basically saying, we're tired of being pushed around by the West, thank you very much. It's about asserting its independence and its right to chart its own course. And that, my friends, is what you call a bold strategy. Nigeria is making it clear that it wants to be a major player on the global stage. It's a bold move and it's one that could pay off in a big way. We're going to chart our own course. Let's see if it pays off. Let's see if it pays off. Let's see if it pays off. The world will be watching closely to see how this new alliance unfolds and what it means for the future of global economics and politics. You knew this was coming. The moment Nigeria inked that BRICS deal, the internet braced itself. And boy did it deliver. Enter one Donald J. Trump tweeting fingers ablaze, and let's just say he wasn't exactly offering congratulations. Tariffs, oblivion, Nigeria is making a huge mistake. Yep, that's our former president, folks, back at it with the subtlety of a runaway dump truck. He's threatening to slap a 100% tariff on any country cozying up to BRICS. Now, we all know Trump loves a good tariff war. He practically invented the term, or at least thinks he did. But this isn't just bluster, it's a direct shot at Nigeria's already fragile economy. Remember, the United States is a major trading partner for Nigeria, especially when it comes to oil. So yeah, things just got very real, very fast. Let's talk about the Naira, shall we? Nigeria's currency hasn't exactly been having a good year. It's been on a wild roller coaster ride, and frankly most people just want to get off. Inflation is through the roof, and now, with Trump's tariff threats looming, things are looking downright apocalyptic. Imagine you're the Naira, you're already feeling a bit queasy, a little lightheaded. Then bam! Trump hits you with a tariff right between the eyes. Not a good look. The big fear is that the Naira could completely collapse under the pressure. We're talking hyperinflation, economic meltdown, the whole shebang. It's enough to make even the most seasoned economist break out in a cold sweat. So yeah, the Naira is in trouble. Big trouble. Okay, so the situation looks bleak. But is joining BRICS really such a bad idea for Nigeria? It's complicated, folks, like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded while riding a unicycle. On the one hand, BRICS offers some tantalizing possibilities. We're talking access to massive loans from China, potential energy deals with Russia, and maybe even a way to escape the dominance of the US dollar. It's like a whole new world of economic opportunities opening up. But here's the catch. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Those BRICS deals often come with strings attached, and those strings usually lead back to Beijing or Moscow. Plus, let's be honest, BRICS itself is a bit of a mixed bag. It's still early days, but one thing's for sure, Nigeria just rolled the dice and the stakes couldn't be higher. Section 5. Nigerians react. From memes to mayhem, the internet erupts. Leave it to Nigerians to find humor in the face of impending economic doom. The moment Trump's tweet hit the internet, the memes started flowing faster than a burst pipeline. We're talking photoshopped images of Trump as the tariff king, memes of the Naira crying its little banknote heart out, and enough witty commentary to fill 1,000 Twitter timelines. But beneath the humor, there's a current of anxiety, a sense of here we go again. Nigerians have seen this movie before. The economic turmoil, the political uncertainty, the feeling that they're caught in the middle of a global power struggle that they have little control over. It's a roller coaster of emotions, and frankly, everyone's just exhausted. Section 6. Experts divided. A house divided on BRICS and Trump's fury. So what do the experts think about all this? Well, if you were hoping for a clear consensus, you're fresh out of luck. The economic landscape is more divided than ever, with opinions ranging from optimistic to downright apocalyptic. It's like a scene from a disaster movie, with economists yelling at each other, waving charts and graphs in the air, and generally predicting the end of the world as we know it. The room is filled with tension as each expert tries to make their voice heard over the cacophony of conflicting opinions. Some argue that joining BRICS is a bold but necessary move, a chance for Nigeria to break free from the shackles of Western dominance. They see it as an opportunity for economic growth and a way to diversify Nigeria's international partnerships. Others warn of a Faustian bargain, a descent into economic dependence on China and Russia. They fear that Nigeria might be trading one form of dominance for another, potentially compromising its sovereignty and long-term economic stability. And then there's Trump's tariff threat, which throws another wrench into the works. His aggressive trade policies have already caused ripples across the global economy, and the uncertainty they bring only adds to the existing chaos. The truth is, nobody really knows what's going to happen. The experts are as divided as the general public, and the future remains a big question mark. Will Nigeria thrive within BRICS, or will it face unforeseen challenges? Will Trump's tariffs push the global economy into a new era of protectionism, or will they be a mere blip on the radar? We're in uncharted territory here, folks, and the only thing that's certain is uncertainty itself. As the world watches and waits, all we can do is speculate and prepare for a range of possible outcomes. The economic landscape is shifting beneath our feet, and only time will tell where it will lead us. Section 7. Beyond the headlines, the geopolitical chess game behind the scenes. In the intricate and often opaque world of international relations, every move is calculated, every decision weighed for its potential ripple effects across the globe. The stakes are high, and the players are some of the most powerful nations on earth. This isn't just about Nigeria, folks. While Nigeria might seem like a single piece on this vast chessboard, its significance cannot be overstated. It's a microcosm of larger global dynamics at play. This is about the future of the global order. The alliances and rivalries we see today are shaping the world of tomorrow. Countries are aligning themselves in ways that could redefine international norms and power structures. The US is freaking out because its economic dominance is being challenged, and BRICS is more than happy to stir the pot. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are not just emerging markets, they are formidable players with their own agendas and visions for the future. It's a high-stakes game of geopolitical chess, and right now, it's anyone's move. The rise of BRICS, with its collective economic and political clout, is a direct challenge to the Western-dominated order. This isn't just a game of numbers, it's a battle for influence and control over global resources and trade routes. The return of Trump's brand of economic nationalism, which emphasizes America First policies, has added another layer of complexity to this already intricate game. His approach has disrupted traditional alliances and trade agreements, forcing other nations to rethink their strategies. The growing discontent with Western hegemony, it's all connected. From the streets of Europe to the markets of Asia, there's a palpable sense of frustration with the status quo. People are demanding change and leaders are being forced to listen. We're witnessing a fundamental shift in the balance of power, and it's enough to make your head spin. The old rules no longer apply, and new paradigms are emerging. This is a time of great uncertainty but also great opportunity. The big question is, what happens next? Will the world see a new era of cooperation, or will it descend into further conflict and division? The choices made by today's leaders will have far-reaching consequences. Will this lead to a new Cold War where nations are once again divided into opposing camps, each vying for supremacy? The specter of such a scenario looms large, and the implications are profound. A world divided between two competing economic blocs? The economic ramifications of such a division would be immense, affecting everything from trade to technology to cultural exchanges. Or can we find a way to cooperate and build a more equitable global system? Only time will tell. The hope is that through dialogue and mutual understanding, we can navigate these turbulent times and emerge stronger and more united. Section 8. What now, Nigeria? Navigating the treacherous waters of global power. So, Nigeria, you've joined BRICS, you've incurred the wrath of Trump, and the world is watching your every move. What now? It's time to play it smart. Nigeria needs to leverage its newfound position within BRICS to secure favorable trade deals, attract foreign investment, and strengthen its own economy. But it also needs to tread carefully, avoiding becoming overly reliant on any one power and maintaining its own economic independence. It's a delicate balancing act, but one that Nigeria must master if it wants to thrive in this new, multipolar world. Section 9. The future is uncertain, a world on edge as economic battle lines harden. One thing's for sure, the world just got a whole lot more interesting. The battle lines are being drawn, the economic weapons are being deployed, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Buckle up, folks, it's going to be a bumpy ride.